All right, good morning, everyone. This is Monday, September 23rd, 2024. All right, we'll go ahead and flip through our process here. We're looking at this morning. Our quote of the day is formula for success is rise early, work hard, and strike oil. This is from J. Paul Getty. Looking at our earnings, really don't have too much. Primarily, it's going to be Micron at the close, and then Costco's at the close on Thursday, and Micron is on Wednesday. So really, not too much from earnings up until then. Today, we do have some PMIs. We're going to make sure that we do not underestimate the PMIs this time, but given the recent cuts, I think it may take a little time for data to um, show the effects of inflation. It'll just take a little time as it was just cut yesterday. And then just a quick reminder of where we were for Friday. You can look at our review for more insight on how we finished last week, which was on Friday rather, a negative 20 basis points here. All right, so we will look at our daily candles here. Just from a, actually, we'll start from our we'll start from our 3 minute candles actually. So just from a quick look for the S&P 500, is this considered bearish or bullish? Seems seems a wee bit bearish. Just looking at this candle here, but looking at the totality of the move, we essentially went up, tested near the 82s, went down, and we had another leg up, and we may or may not be rejecting, possibly heading back down again. So I'll say this is just more balance, if anything, balance on the with just a little wider ranges. But as of right now, we are still above the prior days initial balance high. So a little, you can consider this be a little bullish, if you will. Same situation here for the NQ. NQ is directly on top of their prior IP high. Let me double check, make sure I had that right for you. Yes, I did. Yep. So they're about in the same space. This would be considered a bit bullish. We don't want to focus too much on this that specific leg down. Just make sure they're focusing on the totality of the move. Looking at the daily candle, they were able to pierce the prior days. Let's get this out of here. They were able to pierce the prior day's high with ES. So that's already completed. Let's just check off the box for the buyers. And the same situation here for the NQ. If anything, they're both NQ is trying to push near the Thursday high, which is the day after FOMC, which is the day that they hit their highs for the S&P 500. Okay, cool. So from a quick glance, we'll give this definite edge to the buyers. So as we can tell, this is going to be bullish on the highest time frame, bullish on the intermediate, as we're able to go down, break through that trend line there, and make a new fresh high on the S&P 500. Bullish on the daily, given the momentum, and then so far the overnight session would be a bit bullish as well. So as of right now, we're not looking short at all. We're trading what we see and not what we think. Even the selling pressure from the NQ may be subsiding a little bit as NQ is starting to get its legs a little. Volume is fairly light. It's at 160,000. And we are, of course, completely done with the roll. So a 61 point premium above the prior contract. So instead of us trading at the 51.10s right now, we're at the 51.70s. So again, we are well past the 2 week balance. Not well past, but we're past the 2 week balance by 40 points from that high. We end up selling lower, couldn't sustain, breaking through. Are we going to have some continuation, or are we going to find our way back into this range? So the volume is a bit light. Nothing too much to really say for the delta. Buyers are definitely pushing. They're starting to ease back a little bit. Sellers stepping in. Could be some profit taking as we head into the last 6 minutes of the session. Okay, so we look at the daily. We went through our who's in control. We'll look at the spreadsheet quickly because again, utilities did really well last week. Excuse me, on Friday. We want to keep an eye and see who's doing what. We have our settlement at the 62 and the 28s for the NQ. So not too far from settlement with ES leading. And the reason they're leading is because everyone is doing well. Everyone is doing solid so far. Finance is about unchanged, and tech is doing well, hanging in there. So some nice sturdiness across the board. VIX down about a 1%. Volume starting to pick up. Not pick up the velocity, some of the urgency as we head into the last 5 minutes. Curious to see how we offset a lot of volume. About 20. A lot of the volume was done above the settlement, and we had some below as well. We'll start these in 15 minutes. All right, so we end up opening about here. Our settlement being about 66. So we had about all this volume that was done above us, and really not too much below. So we may see a little bit of um, a little bit of correction to the downside for some of this long inventory. We'll get this maybe like 60-40. We'll probably say like long inventory is maybe about 70 opposed to 30. It's much more volume that was done above, but we won't get ahead of ourselves. This is our profile that we have today. Really don't have too many zones. We're kind of in uncharted territory. We know headed back into balance. Really, it's going to be this um, these value area highs. Yeah, I mean it's pretty much the same zone from yesterday. Yeah, we don't really have much drawings to do here. The profile that we have so far, it's a bit of a high normal. Again, this is what we were looking at a while ago. Just kind of taking this in. Okay. We got about 7 minutes. Excuse me, we got about 3 minutes. Same situation here. NQ still has that overhead shelf near those 200s. It's the 186 is that low point. Okay. Go ahead and throw on our drones. And then I'll double check, see if there's anything else that I want to mention. So yeah, just to do those quick questions. What's the goal? The goal is for the for the buyers to retain their lows, protect their lows. They've already pierced their new highs, so really just break that Thursday high. Yeah, so far they're doing a pretty decent job. So again, I'm actually gonna go in here, and it's actually on my other screen. Going to disable the the sell buttons. Yeah. All right, I have those disabled for now. All right, we should be opening RTH shortly, in about a minute. And then we'll go ahead and throw on price swap.
Market price squawk.
Uh, we'll do the NQ today.
Market price squawk.
All right, I'm just gonna mute that for myself. Scripts. All right. So we have about 10 seconds. And again, I'll fix the cameras at the bottom, not the cameras, but I'll fix the little chart books in just a moment. And boom.
Block sell.
So I got that a little early, but that's fine. Okay. And again, we're listening to the NQ today. All right, we'll get this cleaned up.
Block buy.
And again, we have our sell button disabled for now
Block
until we can
buy.
get a little more information. And
Block buy.
it wouldn't be too advantageous. We ended up we had like an overnight, over the weekend risk. So we're down like 50% of our limit today. So make sure that we're just being smart and patient. If we are going to sell, we'll need a little more understanding. So let's see exactly where the selling is coming from. We have this from industrials and in healthcare and in consumer discretionary so far. So technology is doing okay, but we're just seeing some widespread selling at the moment. Again, we do have the PMIs in 13 minutes, so that's something to be aware of. And we'll continue eyeballing the indices to see how everyone is moving. And again, we do have wider ranges for whatever reason today. So we'll make sure that we get a good understanding and see what we're looking at on this fine Monday.
Block sell.
Overnight impressions. We already went through our overnights. Again, it was about balance action, but we're definitely giving the favor to to the the buyers. It's important that they did on the S&P 500. They did revisit the FOMC zone. Ended up trading there for about 10, 12 points or so, and end up exploding back upwards. So again, that FOMC zone is at the 56.
Block sell.
So we'll go ahead and plot that here as well. But I believe that's incredibly important. Okay, that was a massive move back upwards. And ES made a new high there. I'm just gonna have to do it like this. Manage strong. Sorry, I need to do this. Okay, perfect. This will work. Alright, so we'll give this like a -2 right now. The fact that they had a full body sell candle and then we ended up testing that high, looking above for just a tick, and then finding our way all the way back down. And possibly closing this at the slows and making a new low. Oh yeah, that's definitely a decent sign for for the um, the sellers for sure. NQ made a new low for that candle. The ES did not. So NQ would be a little bit of the weaker as of right now. Tesla's doing it fairly well, up 3% for the whole day. So we want to see, yeah, if Tesla's going to be able to continue with their strength. Same thing with Meta. Okay, this is from 57.56.
Block sell.
57.56. So I really need to have that plotted and not continue to do it every day. And again, we have these PMIs in about 6 minutes. Remember those, if you're a subscriber, if you have like certain access, you can get the information early. So I believe at 42, you'll actually see a response. And then you'll have like another follow through for the others. Actually, let me just mark this as gray. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this given a few others. I'm just gonna leave this purple for here. No, I'm gonna just leave it purple, yeah. It's fine. Okay. So again, decent pressure here for the ES. So looks to give this about a maybe a -1, depending on how we finish this counter here. So again, we have short time and we'll have the a reaction to these PMIs shortly.
Block sell.
Alright, I was getting a sell stop ready. A sell stop below that low. Just try this breakout. If we end up breaking this low, yeah, I'm not able to do a hit the button and do a. I'm not able to hit the button and do a sell order, but I can do a sell stop. And again, we're targeting S&P 500, given the fact that they continue to flirt with their FOMC zone, and that hasn't been the case for the Nasdaq. They're holding well above theirs, as we can see here, versus the many attempts all in here. All right, 1 minute, man. Yeah, 1 second. All right, so we're at the 43 mark now. All right, so potentially, I guess open drive for ES is really just a strange look with that second candle, but clear rejection back down to the lows. We have the VPOC near this lower section. Got some good amount of passive sellers here, not being filled too easily. And they have more to sell too. All right, we'll do a quick snapshot as we head into this PMI in about another minute and see how we respond from there. All right, about 30 seconds.
Ten seconds.
All right, and 3 seconds.
That's 47 on the manufacturing. Services, that's 55.4. And composite, that was 54.4.
Block buy.
Okay. So broke the low
Just
for
recap on that data.
ES.
So manufacturing actually fell to 47 from the 47.9. We were expecting it to.
So that was a nice size candle there. So the micro contract went actually a lot lower. They went down to the 61s. And S&P just went to the 65. Interesting. So yeah, we ended up getting just only half of that. Luckily, the spread actually helped us out in that situation here.
Block buy. Block buy.
Yeah, it's a little weird on the. It's a little weird with the contract difference, but it's alright. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm glad we took our loss earlier. We're able to participate. Still get this a good like -1, -2. It's a little hard to tell. So it's only Fed speakers for the rest of the day, I believe. Nothing planned at the moment for data releases. Yeah, still a bit wishy-washy. We're just at the midpoint for right now, though. NQ's getting ready to push his highs. Mm, I don't think they got it on either side. They're
Block
pushing
cell.
again. All right, look like we ticked it through just a little bit. Yeah, technology's still doing well. I'm assuming this is still Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's still doing well. It's carrying everyone. Okay. There's there's that push through. Yeah, I still get this about a +1 for now. At least for ES, that is. So until they can push a new high, and we'll see how they respond there. But as of right now, we're at a +1.5, maybe 2 for the NQ, given the way they traded near their lows. Okay, there we go. That was a new high there, and we kind of backed off. Interesting response, but it's not over yet.
Block cell.
Buyers trying to push back. Morning. Okay. Yeah, still looking here like a good +1.5 for both.
Block cell.
Dang, I didn't get filled. I put it at the 72. Dang. All right. So if we close this at this low, that's definitely gonna put us back at wishy-washy with a little momentum to the bearish case because that was a big 1 minute candle, and we're already possibly engulfing that, not including the candle preceding this on the 3 minute for the NQ. Just some strange action that's going on.
Block buy.
Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally removed the delta column. It's fine. We'll see where we're going. All right, another 5 minutes. All right, in about another 2 seconds here, and then we'll see where we end. Let's see. Yeah, they're holding at this VPOC here for ES. And 5 seconds. VPOC shifting higher. It's a little light action. Volume still super low. All right, let me get my water. Good morning. Okay, let's see.
Block sell.
All right, buyers need to hold the 67s and on the ES and the 60s on the NQ. Protected lows, of course.
Block buy. Block sell.
It's gonna be one of these days. Yeah, it's gonna be one of these days. Let's see. All right, ES hit their open. Man, just the ease they were able to push up. So
Block buy.
open auction on the ES and open auction on the NQ, it seems.
Block buy.
It's a fair amount of volume right here at these 75s. Still super low volume. Some passive sellers here on the ES in these areas.
Welcome to Price Squawk.
Fair amount of buyers up here.
Block buy. Block buy.
Man, this action is really weird. Because right now I'm just trying to play the ranges. Ah, just cut that one short too. Man, I would have been stopped out right there anyways. So yeah, it should be near their overnight high. Oh, okay, I see. I just see black. Alright, we're gonna try this bus stop. If it even reaches there. Which, yeah, typically, I put my bus stop one way, it's gonna go the other. And that's what we were looking at a while ago, but, you know. Yeah. That's alright. And NQ is nowhere near their overnight high. Not nowhere, but nowhere relative to the ES. About 80 points away. That wasn't the nicest approach to those highs. They went up there and immediately kind of went on their back foot. For the ES, that is, and NQ is still leaking a little lower, but nothing too much. Ah, all right, we'll see where we got from this moment. Alright, let's see. So NQ already broke that little their next candle over. ES just broke the same. Cool. Just now hitting this VWAP for ES. They're still protecting that green impulse candle though.
Block sell.
Alright, we'll see if we get any sort of continuation here. Alright, I need to get some notes going. I haven't typed anything.
Block buy.
Or taking a break. Yeah, there's some somewhat sleepy action. Yeah, and I'm debating on doing a breakout for the NQ, but given the context that we have of the structure, we'll have somewhat like clear skies here. But the fact that we're just like really rangy today and kind of ping ponging back and forth, I'm not sure that would be the catalyst to bring us out. Because I'd imagine there's going to be a fair amount of stops in this area, so
Block
it
by.
may be something that's short-lived, but I'll at least do a stop. It's at least worth it. Especially with ES pushing like this. Was pushing. Yeah, this action is really strange. And really targeting shit, really that overnight high. Interesting 3-minute candles. Alright, we'll see if we get filled. This makes sense for the breakout. It's the right tempo and everything. Breaking out at the same time. See if it actually happens.
Block by.
I'm gonna make one setting change.
Block sell.
I don't see what I do. It's fine. Alright, started this minute candle here.
Block by.
Okay. Alright, I ended up getting out just a little small. Just playing those stops. ES hit their overnight high. Ah, wait. Okay, let's see what happens from here. Dang, I couldn't get my additional. It's too late. I pulled it. Alright. I'm just gonna just stay short here. Because I will want to stay lighter anyways, as we're seeing price bounce up like this again.
Block buy. Yeah, the tape is telling me one thing. But we're sitting still. It's like a bit of a wishy-washy, and we may find some reversion back to the midpoint. But everything else is kind of pointing. This is really bullish, but it's just no real urgency at these higher prices as it was in prior days. So I don't know, man. So yeah, I think we're just gonna stay short, just a little lighter, just to kind of calm down on our trades. I think we've taken like 4, maybe 5. Seven. Yeah, because this is decent positioning given the context of today. All right, go back to doing some of our notes. And again, ES hit their overnight high, and they like to do that dance where they switch. One is a little weaker than the other. That's why we're using this quote board to see if that's the case and exactly where it's coming from. Somehow, ideally, you would want to short the weaker one, but I don't know. Just given the context, still, we're not far away from this FOMC high, which is at the 56s. And ES has touched them earlier, as I mentioned. So I did ended up enabling that sell button. Again, just the tape is telling me one thing, and it's just kind of just wishy-washy, including what we saw over the overnight session with the down of the down and the ups as well. So again, we're just playing this range as of right now. Make sure we don't overstay our welcome, but given the fact that we have decent positioning near the overnight high, even if this does run up a little bit, I'm curious to see um, what kind of excursion from this area. Yeah, I definitely don't feel the same to want to add to this trade right now. I don't believe I do. I added one more and I didn't get filled. What the fuck? I'm leaving it there, 78 half. Trying to be patient. I removed it because I wouldn't want to see it bounce up like that, at least in this situation. Yeah, it really should stay below those 78s. Because the big players aren't chasing today, so it doesn't make sense for me to chase either. Yeah, because I'd just be now getting filled and they're listing all the offers that would have been behind me. All right, I ended up adding them. Oh shit, I ended up doing it on the NQ. Crap. All right, I'm gonna get out of this. Yeah, because I'm not even finna fuck. I'm not even finna fuck with the NQ like that. All right, so yeah, I ended up putting it on that ES. I ain't even finna fuck with the NQ, bro. No, let me tell myself good job for that. That was good. Alright, I took profit on one of them. Yeah, I could have stayed in the queue, but I didn't accept that risk mentally beforehand, and if I didn't accept that mentally, that was gonna end up really bad, and I don't want to deal with that right now. To be honest. All right, back at this open for both actually. Yeah, I would have been sweating that in queue. Okay. So yeah, we ended up getting our risk off. So it would make sense for me to do my other target, which doesn't necessarily have to be the low. Given the context of what we're looking at today, it's 14. The range of the initial balance is 14 points. Yeah, I just have like limited expectations, but given the fact that
Block sell.
this is really a continuation from the swing trade I was trying to do, instead of me being positioned at the 53s, I'm now positioned. Really, the average was like the 80s, 57, 80s. So I mean, I was able to increase 27 points and do it in the RTH. So I'm not saying that this is my swing trade idea, but I'm definitely not gonna choke this trade. And I'm willing to see this go against me. Not too much past the highs. Really would like to see us return to the FOMC zone, and I'd be a little more comfortable. That is some ways away. About 14 points or so, which is the whole initial balance range. Again, it's just a more of a tight range today. I wouldn't be surprised if we find our way back up to the highs. If we don't, that's information and it says something. If we do, then that's information and that says something. VIX rising and everyone is a bit negative. Healthcare was trying to hold it down with industrials. Not the case. The leaders, utilities are even selling off a little bit. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna leave this as is for right now. Again, we may wholeheartedly see another rotation back up near the highs, given the two-way action that we're seeing. I'm in no reason to add more to the trade. I don't believe so. I mean, yeah, just this two-way action really isn't my forte. And ideally, I would like to see us at least hit this midpoint, this IB mid at the 68s, which, god dang it, we did on the ES, but not the micro. So yeah, these have been a little, yeah, this is kind of throwing me off a little bit, to be honest. The difference between these two contracts, something I need to plan more for a little bit. I need to just trade the asset that I'm trading, not the reference of it. So we haven't hit the mid yet. That was ideally my target. And then of course the low. And then after the low, that would be the FOMC zone, just breaking it into chunks. Because as of right now, we're still just within this coiling range. That's why we just wanted to play the ranges of the edge. Quick look at this. That's mainly technology. Complete ease to slice through. On the buyers, they're still looking at the +1 or so. It's a little bit of urgency there. Double check, make sure like no news or anything. Nah. Yeah. Again, that's a little difference. Like I was saying, they're rushing towards their highs. Not the same situation here for the ES. So I was talking about they like to switch. I mean, that should just be just the rebalancing of, I guess, just money in the stock market, just the way it works. I need to learn a little bit more about the logistics, the mechanism of how the equities affect these futures and like the whole hedging process. But yeah, again, we're not surprised to see this here. Though I should be possibly interested in looking at possibly adding, but that may be more like scaling in and averaging down if we break above these highs and then start to aggressively find our way back, possibly. But like I said, we already took profit a little bit. We understand where we are. This is more of a resumption from our Friday trade, which is 27 points um, improvement in our position. So I'm fine with this. Shit, I was dreaming about this last night. It's like, damn, shit, I wish I would have just freaking waited. Well, I've waited. So I'm not gonna make sure I understand that, this is not a specific day trade that we're making. This is a longer term idea that we're holding. And I think this may be something we really just need to not look at the DOM. So I may have to kind of like step away, leave my water stop, and then whatever happens, happens. Yeah, but things just real quiet right now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on mute and get some more of my notes out. Oh, let me probably move this.
Block by. Block by. Block cell. Block by. Block by. Block by. Block cell. Block by. Block cell. Block cell. Block by. Block cell. Block cell. Block cell.
Just checking in real quick. So, about as I expected, still a two-way trade-in. We're just holding at that mid. Really not too much to say. I would imagine we're still going to find our way back up.
Block cell.
I mean, everyone's still holding up pretty well. So, yeah, we'll see how they get filled here. I mean, yeah, it's really not too much to talk about. Just slow trade all around. We're still pretty low on volume. All right.
Block buy.
They ended up getting filled. And then they bought some more. All right, I'm going back on mute. There's really nothing to talk about. I will say I'll have more. I'll possibly have something at least to think about, or to yeah, at least to think about or review if when we break these lows. Ideally, I want to see if we get into this FOMC, or if we just open below the low. So I'm actually
Block
gonna
buy.
put this down, put this alert down. Hold on, I'm gonna test this just in case. Okay, cool. All right, I got my alerts. Look at me, setting my alerts and walking away. All right, I'm out.
Block sell. Block cell. Block by. Block cell. Block cell. Block by. Block by. Block by. Block cell. Block by. Block cell. Block by. Block by. Block cell. Block by. Block by. Block cell. Block cell. Block by. Block cell.